It's not an easy song to sing.
I like challenging myself because when you challenge yourself, you grow. My husband who encouraged me said, you must do it. You sing so well. My mom is a trained classical singer, vocal Hindustani. How do you identify the song? So we put a few movements like this one, the thing, and where you're just leaning back with this, or where I'm going like this with the shoulder and all, and those kind of things. Throughout the years, if you see in my career, 35 plus years, they've always been supportive. They've always loved me unconditionally. They've stood by me. They've fought for me. This song is like a love letter from me to them.
Madhuri ji, welcome back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
You've given a, I think, brilliant gift to your fans on your birthday in the form of Tu Hu Mera.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope so. I hope they like it.
They're loving it. My first impression was that you managed to surprise all the time. the choreography, the song, everything, I think it is truly, truly a revelation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you feel that way.
Ma'am, in your career, how important is it for you to keep on reinventing and surprising your audience? How important is that for you?
Well, I don't know if it's important for me because I need to do that for my audience, but I think for myself also, I think I need to keep taking challenges and keep, doing more, in my life, because I think what I've done with the singing is just an extension of what I am, who I am. I am from the industry, dancing, singing, acting, everything is a part of what I do. Of course, I don't sing my own song, somebody else sings and I just lip sync. But singing has always been a part of me because in school, I have always been on stage more than the classroom. I used to be on stage. I sung a lot of songs in school, in college, in my home, because my mom is a trained classical singer, vocal Hindustani. And we used to attend a lot of, classical programs with her. We used to fall asleep because we were little kids, and how these classical programs go on till 5 o'clock in the morning. But somewhere, even if you're asleep, subconsciously you're listening, you're taking in. And I thought because of that, it's so much a part of me, singing, dancing, acting, all that. And this is just an extension of who I am and a different way for me to express my feelings, and I thought, actually it's my husband who encouraged me. He said, you must do it. You sing so well. You should take it to the world and, use your voice to express something that maybe you can't say, or, put it down in words and sing it, use your voice to convey it. And that's what started the idea. And Raja Kumari and Narendra Singh, we all met. And, Raja Kumari is a very, very talented girl, and so is Narendra Singh. He's from Finland and Raja is from the US. So he produced it, and she was writing the song with me. And she also was involved in the whole album, and she was involved in the making of this song as well. So when we came together, we decided to write something about my fans, because I think we are who we are because of the fans. And I think they are the ones who are responsible for making you feel happy about yourself because they love you. And throughout the years, if you see in my career, 35 plus years, they've always been supportive. They've always loved me unconditionally. They've stood by me. They've fought for me. They've done, so it's really, they love me. And I thought it was time that I give back the love. And this song is like a love letter from me to them, to my fans. About how they make me feel. It's always, otherwise it's the other way. The traffic is always the fans telling you, but this is me telling the fans how they make me feel when I'm down or when I don't feel good about myself, and how they encourage me. They always push me. They're my strength. That's what I said in the song. And I mean it. And I thought, what better day than my birthday to release the song and give it as a return gift, because, I love them too. And I'm saying, Tu Hai Mera.
That's amazing. Ma'am, usually what happens when actors, they tend to sing, many of them tend to do that. They tend to have a comfort level in terms of range and the melody, and that's how they prefer to do it. In a way, in other words, many a times they play it safe. But when I heard Tu Hai Mera, the first thought was it's not an easy song to sing.
Yeah.
These days you have a lot of facilities for fine tuning and all those things, auto tuning. But certain things you cannot do through technique. Certain
Mm.
things have to be sung, and
Yeah.
that is there, that it's very apparent that you've chosen a complicated composition, which is sounding simple, but it's not easy. It's not
Mm.
an easy song to sing.
Yeah.
Do you like challenges? Do you like throwing yourself in an area that challenges
Oh
you?
yes, absolutely, absolutely. I like doing that. I like challenging myself because when you challenge yourself, you grow.
Right.
You grow. You have to go that extra inch forward to achieve it. So you push yourself basically to do
Mhm.
something that's maybe you feel out of your reach, but you're trying to reach that. And in that sense, when you challenge yourself, you grow. I feel you always take a step forward. So yes, I like doing that to myself. And when we were doing these songs also, I was very I was very clear about the fact that it has to be something that's worth taking to people. It
Right.
has to be of some quality. There has to be something you're saying through your song. There has to be something that you're conveying. It has to have an emotion, and that emotion connect has to be there. Otherwise, it's just a song for the sake of being a song. There's no emotional connect, and it's just something you enjoy listening to or whatever. But if there's an emotional connect, then I think it does more for people than it just being a song for a song's sake. So I thought with Tu Hai Mera, I think there's a lot of emotional connect from my side also, for my fans, and for my fans to listen to it and to say, hey, this is what she feels about me, or this is what she is saying about us. And if you see, even in the picturization, like you were saying, you are challenging yourself. Charit has done the picturization, and he's directed it. We have started with the old style of letter writing, like people used to send cards and write letters to us, and create these beautiful art things and send it to us saying that we are your fans, we love you, blah blah blah. And we started with that, and then we we took it into a world where it's today, where everybody is on social media, and we've created this universe in the end where everybody is dancing with me and singing with me, and they're happy with me. All my fans are with me, and they are my biggest strength. They are my support. So I think I think even in the picturization of the song, there's a lot of thought that went into it, that how we are going to picturize it.
Right, and I think considering the language is English, I believe it can. You guys are aiming for the international market as well, and I'm pretty sure that it will
Yes, we
break into
are.
that.
We are. There's a lot of Indian diaspora abroad, and if we can get, international listening fan base as well, it'll be great. So we're going to push the songs on all channels and see, where it lands. But as of now, I think we're happy with the product, and I think we've done a great job. I think we also created a sound that's different. It has a little bit of Hindi in it too. It has English. There's an Indian beat, but it's an English song, a little bit of EDM and a pop kind of a feel. It's very pacey, and it has an upbeat. It's not very fast in that sense, but it's very upbeat. So I think it's just like spreading happiness, basically, which we
Right.
need now. Right now.
Right, and I think one big USP is obviously your dancing as well. And you've had so many chart busters as far as your dancing career is concerned in many of the hit songs. Now, when you're coming up with a new song, it's a new sound. You've sung it yourself. Um, do you also like to give suggestions in terms of choreography, like that how to make it different? Because people have seen you in so many dance forms. They remember those dance moves by heart, and which is, I
Mhm.
think, a rarity. Very
Mhm.
very few artists in the world can boast that. And then you're coming up with a new song and you're surprising with the gracefulness in your steps, because to imagine these dance steps on such a song as this, that in itself is a surprising factor that I felt as an audience. Do you
Yeah,
give your own inputs as well?
well, we had first sat down and first we decided how the song was going to be cut and how it's going to happen, like storyboarding it in a way. And then we had Pratik from Dance Diwane, Pratik Utekar. He did the choreography. So we sat with him and we said, well, how can we do this? Because it has to be easy enough that people can pick it up, but it has to be a little, it should look good also. It should look like it's difficult, but it's easy and people can pick it up. So so we kind of came up with some, tu hai mera, like very simple things, tu hai mera, of saying it. And of course, in between the beats and all, we didn't want it to be a very dancey number, because it's not. It's about emotions, it's about love, it's about giving back, it's about that. So I didn't want to have too much dancing in it, but we did put a little bit, because if you go to a party or something, how do you identify the song? So we put a few movements like this one, the thing, and where you're just leaning back with this, or where I'm going like this with the shoulder and all, and those kind of things. So we put those elements in, but it was basically a song which was more emotional. So we have fans reacting to me coming there, and they all, oh my God, she's here, and how they are reacting to what I'm saying to them. So I think we wanted it to be in that canvas, not too dancey, but a little more on the emotional and more interactive with the fans.
You've lip synced many songs, many brilliant songs in your career. Do you actually sing it while it is being picturized? Do you actually feel it? Do you learn the lines?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how will we sing it if we don't learn the lines? We have to lip sync, right? It has to sync exactly to what, and we have to express it also. It's not as if you're just shaking your mouth. It'll look very strange. So yeah, of course, I used to sing it sometimes. It depends on where we are. Like if it's the most windy place, it's like, then you can't actually sing. Then you have to like kind of half sing and half just shake your lips. But yeah, depending on where we are and what the situation is. But mostly I used to try and sing it along with the thing, because you get the rhythm right, your lip sync looks proper, and then you can express it.